Woody Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. I get today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Blue Lock chapter 305. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we cover in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Vigilante Boku no Hero Academia Legals, and Fire Force Season 3, and there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter, we got to see Isagi back at home, and it was good to see him back at home with this family. And the thing that was great about it in particular is we got to see, like, a great contrast between his home life and, say, like what we saw with Kaiser, because Kaiser's situation is just plain goddamn awful. And we saw what Ego is doing as well in the downtime, which is sending each member like different tapes for them to watch. So this is going to be very interesting to see where we go from here. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled X23. Here you go, your special yakisoba midnight snack. Ooh, Ami is looking hot. And this is at the Blue Lock command room. Leave it over there. Okay, fine. You've been pulling lots of all-nighters lately, Ego-san. Are you taking care of your body? Your eye bags look even worse. Well, I've been working on these personalized trainings and letters for all 23, so my other work has piled up. During this 14-day, during this 14-day break, what are you trying to make those 23 boys do? Ami-chan, what sort of process do you follow to cook food? Huh? Well, I think of what I want to eat, then go buy the necessary ingredients. Precisely. I'm thinking up a recipe for a U-20 World Cup victory. And they have 14 days to acquire their missing ingredients. Ah! There's Baros. Show him. I love Baros' lair! Shoei Baros-sama, go there if you want to be a king again, that is. There's my boy! Sheesh, what's that Four Eyes plotting? University? You're Baros-san from Blue Lock, right? We've been waiting for you. Welcome to American football! Baros about to get his ass whooped! Huh? Alright, let's see what Bakura is going to be doing. Learn by teaching, understand what it's like to be a kid. Oh, this will be good. This will be good for Bakura. It's a grade school. He's here! It's Bakura! Who are you? It's Bakura, the real deal! So cool! Yellow! Bakura! Please teach us about soccer. Whoa, I understand why Bakura is doing this, because the thing with Bakura's ego, and his monster, it's fueled by like childish wonder and artistry. So teaching these kids, it's gonna help with that. And with Baro, if he can conquer American football, yeah, he needs to be with people tougher than him. So I understand that too. Yeah, got it. Guess I'm the teacher today. All right, let's see what Jigiri's gonna do. Hiyama Jigiri-sama, throw away your legs and become a fish. I totally understand that because remember with Chigiri's weakness is his knee. And one of the best ways to strengthen his legs is for swimming. If you acquire a heart and lungs that can endure your speed, well, yeah, he needs cardio. That's good. Rensuke Kunigami-sama, the answer lies in battle. Well, yeah, I totally see that. Become the ultimate physical combat warrior. Yeah, I could see that. I could see what he's talking about here. Oh, let's see what you got for Shino. Ryusei Shino-sama, do everything that's on your bucket list. His face! Blue Lock will cover the expense. Dude, Blue Lock is covering all the expenses? That is sick. I love they say Mamma Mia too, but dude, that face, that fucking face is everything. Rin and Toshi-sama, reflect on your ego once more. This is what he needs. He does. And Rin does need that. He needs to focus. He needs to center, find his center, and figure out his ego. Because on the field, he didn't figure out his chaos until his chaotic ego, his ultra ego, if you will. Or the start of his ultra ego, if you will, until he went up against Asagi. So, kind of like with what we saw with Vegeta and Dragon Ball Super Manga, he's got to center himself and figure it out. But dude, I love Shinos. I love that. Ego's like, Shino, just go do whatever. Go do your bucket list. But yeah. Ooh, your desire should not. Ooh, see, that was number 50, old man. I love this. Your desire should not rely on pure destruction. See, it goes. Remember what I said. It goes back to that training that Vegeta did with Beerus. Gotta throw it all away. Gotta like throw all that burden that you had on your shoulders away and start over, and you will find that ultra ego. Because you can't have pure destruction or pure chaotic destruction. All right, let's see what Rayo's doing. Huh. Hey, Rayo, if I hadn't relied on you, Rayo, I wonder if I would have had a different future. I keep thinking about him. Somewhere in my mind, I thought we'd always be together, so I still haven't adjusted to life without Nagi. God, what a pain. Pardon me, Master Rayo. Oh, Gran, you have received a letter from Blue Lock. Ooh, I like this. Rayo Mikage-sama, you are Blue Lock's special soldier. Become the master copy of all remaining players. There's still a path to number 1 for you. I agree with this. If Rayo can copy every single player, not just in Blue Lock, but like some of the world's best players, oh yeah, he will definitely be number 1. Oh, for sure. Become the master copy of all remaining players. That is so important. Like on Blue Lock, yeah, that is important. If he could especially copy Nagi, but I know it says remaining players, but if he could copy Nagi, that's a huge deal. But yeah. Master, this SD card was included as well. It seems to contain recordings of specific plays by the other 22 players. Why did Ego give me this assignment? I totally understand why he did. Because he wants Rayo to be used. I think he wants Rayo to be used in other training programs too, if you think about it. So he can, not just training programs, but he wants Rayo to be able to be used in every strategy possible. He does. But I must say, Master Rayo, despite your physical abilities, this seems, I don't think so. This seems an impossible task for a mere 14 days. I don't think so. He already has copied a lot of their abilities pretty well. No, I'll do it. I don't need to use my brain right now, just my body. Ego's words always hold a meaning beyond what I can imagine. I'll ace this homework and then I'll become the number 1 protagonist. Wait, is that that Shido with the, no, that's not Shido with the rifle. No. But there's the chopsticks. I can't get over how Shido's just doing his bucket list. That shit is so funny. Ooh! I like what Kagamaru's doing. Because what he's doing, let me finish reading this. I'll ace this homework and then I'll become the #1 protagonist of the U-20 World Cup. Gagamaru, what he's doing is genius. What Ego has him doing is pretty genius. What he's doing is having Gagamaru do catcher practice. Like baseball catcher practice, which I think is very smart. And it can't be like just straight down the middle either. No. He's probably going to be doing like, and he's probably, how much you want to bet he's at a batting cage too? He's got to be at a batting cage to some extent. He probably is. I think Atoya is in the virtual reality stuff. I wonder what he's doing in there. But, Let's see what Hiyori is doing. Hiyori's just listening to music. Or he has his headphones on, so we don't know to an extent what he's doing. So Gen is meditating in a waterfall. Nanase is meditating. And we're seeing Kiora build up his strength, which is understandable. I think I understand what Zentetsu is doing. Zentetsu is building up his speed. I understand that. I understand what Zentetsu is doing. He's building up his speed because that's his thing. So yeah, I understand Zentetsu's building up his speed. I think it's the same thing for Karasu as well. I think Raichi's doing something similar too. I think a lot of it, what the key thing is for a lot of them is it's all about building up their cardio. And it's a lot of cardio and strength training. That's what a lot of it is. And like we saw with Chigiri. And I really like what we're getting with Chigiri's training in particular, because Chigiri needs to have the cardio, but he also needs to go through with and I'm hoping that this is going to be part of Ego's training as well, besides, building up cardio in the water, is also via swimming, is also doing a little bit of strength training in with his leg, or with his knee in particular, because cardio is only going to get you so far with in the case of Chigiri's knee. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. But let me know what you guys think of some of the strength training we are seeing here, or some of the cardio programs that we are seeing. I think it's, and again, with Kunigami's training, I think Kunigami's training is very, very smart, because Kunigami is being very much is blocking a lot more. So I think that's very interesting. I really like what Ego has in store for Reo. Because what Reo is doing, being able to copy players, if he's able to copy players' techniques and pick it up like really quick like that, then that's going to be an extremely valuable asset to a team. It really will, especially let alone the Japanese team. Oh, it's going to be extremely valuable. Right, in the end, they're all strikers. When they meet again with that instinct intact, Henri, aww, that was sweet. The yakisoba was delicious. Go get some proper sleep. Good work. Good work. Fuck off. The chemical reaction of number one's X-23 will create a new blue lock fusion. I like this chapter. I like what we're seeing here. I want to know more about what we're going to get with Gagamaru's program in particular, because Gagamaru is, for all intents and purposes, is switching to goalie, and we know some of them are switching positions into more like defensive positions and whatnot. Well, they kind of have to because But I'm very curious. Kunigami is definitely going to be more. Kunigami's got to definitely be more of more on the defensive. But damn, I think the best one. I still like Shido. I love that Shido is just like go do whatever you want on your bucket list. We'll pay for it. That shit is awesome. But I think it's more than just they want more than just Shido to stay out of trouble. I think it's because Shido wants to do all this intense shit. Remember what Shido's thing is on the field. Shido is all about explosion and getting off on the field. And I think, at least in my opinion, I think that's gonna help. Set off it's gonna trigger his explosive nature and getting goals. But there's also the other thing, too, in regards to, I still think, we all know Nagi's going to come back at some point. We all know it. It's just who's going to be the trigger to that. But also, what do you guys think of, say, Barrow's thing? Or Barrow's regimen? I love the choice for Barrow's regimen. I do, because as I said, Barrow needs a challenge. He does. Barrow needs a challenge, and going up against conquering an American football team is a goddamn challenge. That is a freaking challenge. So I'm happy with that. That I think is great. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that's challenging enough, or I wouldn't? You know what? I'm kind of surprised that, and maybe it's because of how. I'm surprised they didn't say, actually, I'm kind of, part of me was thinking maybe they were going to have wrestling for Barrow, but yeah, it makes more sense for him to do American football because there's more cardio involved. And then I was thinking for a second, well, why not rugby? Rugby, that's actually a better question. Why not rugby? Rugby is a lot rougher than football. Well, that's a problem because then, Barrow would probably get yellow carded constantly. But what do you guys think of these programs? I love the one for Henri at the end. That was very cute. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. What do you guys think about Rayo's program? I think Rayo's is going to be extremely, well, one, it's going to keep his mind off of Nagi, and also, do you guys think not just here, just for U-20, but do you guys think this is going to be beneficial in the long run, too? Whether they are in Japan or not. If they remain in Japan, yeah, it's obviously. But I think it's going to be beneficial if they go to other teams. I think Ego is looking towards their futures as well if they decide to stay in Japan or not. And what do you guys think about Chigiri's program or Bakura's program? Or Rin's program. I think Rin's program is really smart. I do. I really hope that there's two parts to Rin's program, where one is to center his ego and meditate and rethink it, and then kind of again like Vegeta, and then with the ultra ego, and then once he's found his center, kind of find try and find a way to control it, kind of thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Blue Lock content. Few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.